So, buckle up, everyone, because this is going to sound absolutely insane. I promise I'm not on any hallucinogens. This really happened to me. Backstory: I, 3-4M, woke up one day in 2020, feeling like I was on top of the world. I had a decent job, a loving girlfriend, and a pretty solid group of friends. Everything seemed perfect until the strangest thing happened. I was at a party to celebrate New Year's Eve, and as the clock struck midnight, I suddenly felt dizzy. Everything went dark for a second. When I opened my eyes, I was back in my childhood bedroom, and the calendar on the wall read January the 1st, 1990. Yep, you read that right, 30 years earlier. At first, I thought I was dreaming. I checked my phone. No signal, obviously. I looked around, and everything felt real enough. I was back in my old room, with my old posters and my old toys scattered around. My parents were downstairs, and they looked younger, obviously. I spent the first few days freaking out, trying to wrap my head around it. I went back to school, reconnected with old friends, and tried to act like everything was normal. But as the years rolled on, I realized something was seriously off. I wasn't just back in time. I was living my life all over again, with all the knowledge I had from my previous 30 years. Initially, it felt like a blessing. I could ace all my exams, avoid the mistakes I made in my first life, and invest in things that would make me rich. I tried to change things up. I didn't date the same girl, took different career paths, and even made new friends. But no matter what choices I made, the loop always reset on New Year's Day. Fast forward to 2020, again, and the clock struck midnight. I felt that familiar dizziness and darkness, and then I woke up in my childhood bedroom once more, the calendar flipping back to January the 1st, 1990. After a few loops, I started to feel the weight of it all. Each reset was like a decade slipping through my fingers. I watched as friends aged and passed away, while I stayed the same. I went to my best friend's funeral for the third time, and had to pretend it didn't tear my heart out each time. I could change so much, but the world kept moving on without me. I tried breaking the cycle. I attempted to live recklessly, to not care about consequences, but each time, I still ended up back in the same spot. I began to question if I was being punished for something or if I was stuck in some cosmic experiment. What was the point of this? I had no clue how to escape. Finally, after what felt like my fifth reset, I decided to confront the reality of it. Instead of trying to change my life or get rich, I focused on making genuine connections. I told my family I loved them more, spent time with my friends, and tried to make every moment count, even if I knew it would all reset. But even that began to feel hollow. Would I still be stuck in this loop for eternity, watching the world change while I stayed the same? As I write this, I'm in 2020, again, and I'm bracing myself for that midnight moment. I can't help but wonder if the next time will be different. Maybe it's time to let go of my expectations, and just embrace whatever the universe has in store for me.